Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. The most foul lies to defend their clients.
The
most of foulies.
Localization team, you're slipping.
And welcome back to 4pixels. Coco is here with Buttons, Jamie, and Brandon, and we are continuing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright.
This is the 3-parter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
It's until he dies, it's whatever.
Chief Gant got there before you!
I'm alright.
Am I still the judge?
I think that's the plan. Is it? I can't remember.
Go for it.
Do it.
It's still gonna be an uwu, so.
Do it.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along.
Most likely, but have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, that.
There's no way a name could have been written on a jar, shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant at the time he was looking for a dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first...
Eat shit, Judge, I guess. Who knew? The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? I guess the judge is now the witness.
No!
Oh, rabble.
The existential crisis that your boyfriend is a jackass.
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
On Twill?
On trial?
On trial?
Twill?
Hello.
Am I the only one seeing that typo?
Oh,
whale. Okay. I didn't notice. I thought you were just having fun with the word.
Oh,
you couldn't find any fun-sized Twizzlers.
Oh, why do you have to remind me?
Because if we say it white, then it's not as bad for your heart. Because at least then it's a cute denial of fun-sized Twizzlers. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Being a dick. Fabrication.
but why would Chief Gant do that?
If you just get a piece of, like, duct tape.
Chief Gant?
I'm tempted.
So you connect this in pieces of whips, you won't have to worry no more.
Is this the Uwu episode? Have we finally been broken?
I thought the last two of them were. Were you not there for that? Coco's in a good mood. Don't deteriorate it already. You're gonna kill her with just declaring what this is gonna be. It's supposed to be a surprise.
If we don't say it, she'll never know.
Exactly.
Yeah, she
like
won't
T-Rex.
know.
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't that clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Sky believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid.
Which was the biggest mistake she could make.
Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And here's the reason. The reason why Ms. Sky became Chief's puppet.
No, I did it on my own.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't! It wasn't you, Emma! You didn't kill anyone! Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. The most foul lies to defend their clients.
The he most of foulies.
Localization team, you're slipping.
Foulies.
Foul lies. Imagine that. Coming from my own client.
I guess you do seem like the type who likes to twist the truth.
Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Judge, could you please declare me guilty already? I want to stop hearing this.
Or you could just kill me yourself, Judge. Goddamn.
That works as well.
Is something wrong, Miss O?
Every time. I don't know why. I usually hate the voice. I love it. It's fantastic. This is my favorite instance.
Instance, like we could load into a different one at any given point.
So it's almost like instances aren't cyclical. Okay. I'll fight you. It's alright.
Yeah, fight me.
Once this is done, we'll fist fight in the mud pit. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah. You know, Florida. Lana may be right after all.
What do you mean, right?
So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
I do tend to twist the truth. Miss Sky, please testify once more, with feeling.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. Isn't this exciting?
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Sky, if you will.
This is such a twicky twist fight.
I can't.
I made up a word. Leave me alone. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. We killed him. He's dead. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Did you know how that's how testimony works, kids?
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
All right. The witness may testify once more, for the final time.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought, she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the almost sword?
We established this, Judge.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you.
Mm.
Very well, Mr. White. Please present this picture.
This picture is the Hail Mary of Hail Marys. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
It's in the fucking book, jackass.
Yeah, I know.
Let's check the evidence again.
I like the concept of Emma just screaming it's in the fucking book, jackass, as the line.
It's in the book, jackass! There must be a picture in there somewhere.
If only I could read.
Yes, it must be a small picture of a weird pig thing from Tamagotchis.
Hey, there's a picture here.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, bud.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
This is your work.
No other
Okay, I'm
detectives saw the crime scene like this. That's because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I rearranged the scene.
You know, as opposed to during.
Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest. That could be.
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this? This?
Yes.
This.
Oh no, the audio system broke.
It's a handprint.
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 That cloth. It had fingerprints on it.
It's just the temp ghost. He really sucks at his job.
It's just not feeling it.
Whosoever fingerprint. Those must be the real murderer.
It's fine whenever you say the word, but seeing it written's weird, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing who's ever written. That's all.
What? But those fingerprints? They're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Oh, God. Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. I want to do my pose. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall. How rude.
Okay.
I was gonna say, he's walking. Don't do it. Come now, Udgy.
Oh, can you not use that voiceover again?
This is the boldest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
No, why?
What happened? What?
Chief Grant.
You.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
No, you got me all consumed and shit. Did I do something?
No, I think I'm destroying Coco.
Well, it was
Okay.
the both of you.
What the fuck?
I don't think Brandon's was deliberate, which was even better.
Oh.
Ooh, it was strong.
Hello. Hello, Sequat.
What? Now you want to make me out as a bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
Did you run out of mimosas and racism? Or
No, I
big
just...
tulips and racism, that's the one.
Maybe. I'm afraid it's too late for that.
You just chugged them all in the waiting room.
What? You already declined testimony.
What?
That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be the risk the judge was talking about.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola in the house.
Oh.
And enjoy the sound of the
Ooh.
noose tightening around your own neck.
Fucking Edgeworth, Jesus. Oh god. He's like glitching out.
Ah, so what? You think I'm worried?
Oh, you did get a mint julep. How nice.
Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
You just gonna threaten a witness again?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Sounds fake, but okay.
I was gonna say, I don't think you can. I think that's a lie. I think you're a lying piece of shit. Can we just get him out of here? That was the quickest plate of spaghetti I ever goddamn seen, and he keeps pushing Lana over. I like that he just runs in, grabs her by the side of the face, and pushes her underneath the table. It's like, my turn.
I'm just picturing him like literally just like coming up out of the floor and shoving her away.
Yeah, like, I don't like it. I don't like this man. He's got a clam on him. I don't like him.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean... You still have some conclusive evidence?
Nope, because they're
No, I
Phoenix's
don't.
pockets.
But someone does. And it's
Oh,
in
God.
bottomless pockets over there.
Someone...
So then, what's your excuse, Raito?
Huh?
Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right?
Listen, if you can forge evidence, I can too. Fuck off.
Yeah,
got this.
yeah. Well, it's only gotta be even Stevens. Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
See, that just makes me doubt it even more.
Is this true, Mr. White?
No.
Now fuck you.
No.
Get out my pockets.
These are my pockets. And they're specially tailored.
To hold gobs of bloody evidence.
Yeah. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. White, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
Isn't that just a jury? What do I do now?
Japan system, remember.
Oh yeah, Japanifornia, I forgot.
Well, not
I
just
bet I
that,
think
but until recently, I'm pretty sure Japan did not have a jury.
I mean, makes sense.
Sure.
Sure. I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision.
I like how heavily this instance that's about to happen actually influences the next couple games, because you wouldn't think it, but in the very bottom center there starts to be a little button that's just called Eat, and you can just start devouring evidence as you go. It's really interesting, like, development story-wise.
Is what? Oh.
Because you can, like, it doesn't just show the evidence, it actually starts showing all the individuals, too. So if you could just, like, hit eat, which we will be doing in a moment, and then hit Gant, you're good to go.
Please.
But if you hit Beacons, I swear to fucking God.
Do you really?
Please
wanna
don't. Don't.
Your line buttons?
Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Yes? What? Oh, okay. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Eat shit, Gant.
What? You lie!
Oh, because he just implicated his guilt. Duh. Okay, I'm back on board.
Chief Grant? Chief Grant?
You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside.
Your entire pod collection. It's
The
Emma's now.
conclusive evidence. Shit, probably should have said that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them?
Emma, shh.
We found it together.
Hell, stop it! Fuck! Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? He's just super out of the loop. Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
It looks like part of it's been cut off for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
To live in a world where that's the biggest scandal to hit the police department.
Impressive. To be honest, didn't think you had the gall, righto. Well, can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
You gave up your right to testify! Oh.
What? You mean you'll admit to it?
This punk shoves
Hey.
Lana out of the way.
That thing specifically isn't allowed to do right now.
Yeah.
I was the first person to arrive at a crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, then when she saw the scene, she'd ask for me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. Well, when we arranged the crime scene, rearranged, mind you, I hid two pieces of evidence. I did this before Lana arrived at the scene.
Two pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance.
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. Wasn't about to let anybody blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead, forging the evidence?
Who do you take me for, fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jaw fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name.
Estimated time of arrival.
Yep.
I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on the jar, too?
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, dearest Mel, I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening?
Nellie was, as a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the Rose Garden that day. She always came with her older brother Mel. The young siblings were inseparable. Mel adored his little sister, who in turn pined for his attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by fear for the future, was truly heartwarming. That day, Mel was sitting in the shade of a tree reading a book. As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass-produced. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. I presume he had borrowed it from the church.